everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the ultimate guide to IX on Black Ops 4 Zombies. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So what you're going to want to do as soon as you spawn in is you want to come over here and cut this cord. Now, there are 4 different cords which will give you challenges. You must complete the first 3 challenges to be able to complete the next few steps in this tutorial. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get all 3 of these challenges completed. Now, as soon as you get all 3 of these challenges completed, you will then be able to move on to the next part. So as you can see in my game, I'm just going to come on over here, pick up my prize, and that will start the next challenge. Now, eventually there will be a cauldron that will spawn on top of this podium. Now what you're going to want to do is, once you have the 3 challenges completed, you're going to want to run over to the Raw Temple. You're going to want to head upstairs, and there are going to be 3 shield part locations. The first shield part can either be in this corner up here, right there. It can either be up here, or it can be over here. Now what you're going to want to do is come over and pick that part up. Then you'll see there is a gong in the corner. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to that gong and make sure you hold square on it. What this is going to do is it's going to activate a challenge. What you're going to do is you're going to kill the champions that spawn in. When you kill the champions that spawn in, you will get their head. Now, I want to take this time right now to tell you guys that I am on custom mutations, which is why I have so many points and all the doors are open. But now, let's get into this. What you're going to want to do is you're going to go into the tomb and head all the way around until you can get over to the Odin and Zeus side. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head into this room, into the Odin temple. Now, in this room, there are going to be 3 part locations for the shield. One part is going to be downstairs on a ledge, right there. One of the next locations is going to be upstairs in a statue's hand. Now this can be tricky to spot sometimes, but is going to be right there. Now the next and final part for this site is going to be on the statue. Now as you can see in the corner, there is another gong. As I said before, you're going to go over, hit the gong, hold action button on it, and there you go. Then you'll move on to the next gong. This is the final gong that is in the Odin altar room. Now, all you have to do, as said before, kill this champion and you will get a head. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to head down into the tomb, and you're going to see that there is a spot where you can head on into a room. You're going to want to hold square on this altar. Once you hold square on the altar, the pack punch will open. Now it's going to do this cool animation, and as soon as it is done with this animation, the 2 wooden doors are going to open up. Now there are going to be 2 sides to this pack punch. You're going to want to look for the glowing side, and that will tell you that that is the pack punch side. Now, once you get a pack punch gun, which it doesn't have to be a pack punch gun, I end up doing it with grenades. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head into the room that has the facing pack punch glowing red. So you're going to want to head over into this room and look down this corridor. There's going to be a cauldron on fire. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to shoot this with a long-range gun to hit it. Now, because I was using shotguns, I couldn't hit it, because they're obviously a close-range weapon, but I did end up doing this with grenades. What you're going to want to do is just shoot at this cauldron down here, and that will activate the next step. Now, what this step is for is that it is going to activate the Death of Orion Easter egg. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to head all the way through over to this area. Now I forgot about something. You're going to want to head into this room. There are going to be 3 shield part locations, and the first shield part can be this right here. Now the second part can be in the Odin temple on a shield rack. Now this can be either right here. The third and final location where this small shield could be is up here, leaning against this barrel. Now you're going to want to head over into this room. Now, this room is the only place where you can build a shield on this map. So pretty much what you're going to want to do is head on over to the location and hold square, and this will build your shield. Now, make sure that there are no zombies behind you, because I almost died trying to do this. But pretty much that is where you need to go to get the iron bowl. Now, what you're going to want to do is there are these parts that can be spawned around the map. Now, before we get into that, you're going to want to head up into the Danu Temple and go across this bridge. Now, there's going to be an arrow pointing to either the Odin Temple or the Zeus Temple. Now, there are two different head part locations where you can find this skull. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to your corresponding temple, and basically you will get the statue head. Now, what the statue head will do is you will use it to get the scorpion in a later step, but now I'm going to show you the Odin or Zeus area. Now, the Zeus area can either be right there in the bathhouse, or it can be over here next to this cauldron on the floor. As you can see, it is right there. Now, what you're going to want to do is go and collect the parts. Now, there are 3 part locations that you need to go to. They will always spawn there, but pretty much you need to head into this altar room and go all the way around. Now, there's going to be a chain that you will need to collect. There is going to be a gear that you're going to need to collect. Now, this gear, it's pretty much a basic gear that you need to look for. Now, one thing that you guys need to have for the later step is you're going to need to have positive crowd affinity. Now, when you have this positive crowd affinity, it will activate pretty much a timeline, sort of, I guess, that will spawn in a certain item that you'll need. Now, your third and final part is why you need all 3 of your first challenges completed, because you cannot get it without this. You're going to want to pick up this cauldron that is in the middle. Now, there are going to be these drops that will happen whenever you have positive crowd affinity. It will drop these power-ups, and do not pick them up. But then you're going to want to head over to the Raw Temple and build the acid trap. Now, this step is what you need with the statue head. You're going to want to place that statue head and activate the acid trap. Now, what this is going to do is the acid trap is going to melt the statue head, and this will give you the scorpion. Now, pretty much what you just need to do is just run around in circles, make sure that no zombies hit you, because you'll lose your crowd affinity. But as soon as that acid trap is over, you're going to want to run to it and pick up the scorpion that is on the floor. Now, this is like a spiral, but pretty much what you're going to want to do next is head over to the Danu Temple. Now, why you need to head over to the Danu Temple is because there is going to be a, not necessarily part, but you need to do something in that room so that you can fill up a cup that you need.
A gift from Sir Cat.
That is the quote you need to listen to in order for you to get the jar. Now, you need to wait for the quote, a gift from Sir Ked. Now, what this will do is it will give you the cup, and now you're going to head on over here, and you're going to want to knife this with the tree with a hole, and then hold square on the bottom. What this will do is it will place the spile in the tree, and it will then place the cup underneath the spile. What you now need to do is live an entire round in this room. As soon as this round is over, your cup will be filled. You're going to want to come on over and hold action button on this cup, And now you have poison. What you're going to want to do now is head to your box location, and once you are at your box location, you will then be able to you will be given the option to poison the mystery box. Once you poison this mystery box and you use it, you will instantly get the Death of Orion. Now, if you're wondering how to get the Circuit's Kiss, pretty much all you have to do is pack punch the Death of Orion, and that is all you need. Now guys, that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.